Salvete omnes, ego sum magister Carroll. Today we are going ad Amphitheatrum, to the amphitheater. We will be looking at the vocabulary from the Excellence Through Classics Exploratory Latin Exams thematic unit on Roman entertainment. Incepiamos, let us begin. Our first word is Amphitheatrum, and you can guess from the English derivative, it means amphitheater. This word comes from the Romans, the idea of amphi meaning both and theatrum meaning theater, because they saw two theaters kind of put together, flipped around and put together. And there's even a report that there may have been a couple of theaters in Rome that could rotate on gears and become an amphitheatrum. Multae urbes Romanae amphitheatra habent. Many Roman cities have amphitheaters. This is one of the signs that the city has become truly Roman by having this entertainment district with a theater and an amphitheater, and is really important in civic identity for them. Arena. It comes into us in English as arena, or the floor of the amphitheater. It would have been covered in sand, which would have helped given some traction, but also absorbed some of the blood from the fighting. Gladiatores in arena pugnant. The gladiators fight in the arena. Bestiarius, the beast fighter. Now there are many different types of gladiators in the Roman world. We are only going to cover a few here. All right, and this one specializes in fighting with animals, typically big cats. Bestiarius beastam pugnant. The beast fighter fights the beast. And here, it looks like he's winning. Colosseum. The Colosseum. This is the biggest amphitheater in Rome, but by no means not the only one. It's called the Colosseum because of a giant statue next to it that was originally of the Emperor Nero, but then later reworked to look like the sun god Sol. Its other name is the Flavian Amphitheater because the Flavian emperors, Vespasian, Titus, and Domitian, were the ones who sponsored and built it. Amphitheatrum Romae Colosseum vocat. The amphitheater in Rome is called the Colosseum. Galea. A helmet. Thrax Galeam geret. The Thracian gladiator wears a helmet. Gladiator. The gladiator. This is the general term for all the different types of fighters. But it also specifically refers to one who fights with a sword. Duo gladiatores pugnant in pectora Pompeiorum. Two gladiators fight in the picture of Pompeii. And you can see the sword and the gladiator on the left-hand side of the screen. Gladius. The sword. Tres gladiis sunt. There are 3 swords. Lanista. Now you'll see this as manager and trainer, but he's also the owner of these slaves. Because that's one thing we have to remember, is that even though these gladiators were celebrated for their their sports-like activities, and they were kind of seen as icons in Rome, they were still slaves. Lanista duos gladiatores exercent. The Lanista exercises 2 gladiators. Ludus Magnus. The Great School. It's a training school in Rome. Ludus Magnus est prope Colosseum. The Great School is near the Colosseum. Now, every Lanista would have had a ludus of some kind to train their group of enslaved gladiators before going into an amphitheatrum to perform. Now, Machia. This is both the ship fight and the place where it happens. There may have been a time that the Colosseum itself was flooded to do a naumachia, but also in Rome there is a naumachia building along the Tiber River where these ship fights can happen on a more regular basis. Multae naves sunt in naumachia. Many ships are in the naumachia. Plaudit, or the plural plaudunt. Clap or applause. It's one of our 3 verbs for this set of vocab, and it can be used with the amphitheatrum words, the circus words, or the theatrum words. Spectatores plaudunt. The spectators applaud. Pugnant in the plural. It's our verb for fighting. Gladiatores pugnant. The gladiators fight. Retiarius, another type of gladiator. This one fights with a net. Retiarius gladiatorum capit. The Retiarius captures the gladiator. Scutum. Shield. Gladiator scutum habet. The gladiator has a shield. Spectator in the singular, or spectatores in the plural. And spectator. Spectatores clamant et plaudent. The spectators shout and applause. Tridens et rete are two items used by the Retiarius, the trident and the net. Retiarius tridentem et rete habet. The Retiarius has a trident and net. Venatio. The hunt. This is the specific event that the bestiarius would engage in. So, duo bestiaria pantheram in venationem venator. So, two beast fighters hunt the leopard in the hunt. Vincit, vincunt. Win. Gladiator vincit. The gladiator wins. Gratias Wobisago for watching my video today. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments section. And Wallete until next time.